Hello Libra, welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Libra, so I've developed a whole new reading here and I'm going to start with you to do it. I call it Snapshot of You. Now, what it started out as is I picked up the, the Mask You Are, the Mask You Wear, or Who You Truly Are reading that I have. And I thought, I want to change it up a little bit. And I ended up changing it up to the point where it actually started to become a whole new reading. So, and I really like it. I think there's some really interesting questions to explore about you in this reading. So I'm looking forward to doing that with you, if you shall allow me. So what we're going to ask in this reading, what we're going to look into is obviously who you truly are. That part still stays the same. How others perceive you. What do most people misunderstand about you? How this affects you in relationships, and what is your greatest untapped potential? So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna start with the Energy Oracle deck, and let's just really start looking at this aspect of you, Libra, 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 Libra. So I kind of feel like I'm doing like a restart here in the zodiac. But we're starting with Libra. Libra truly is. How others mostly perceive them. What most people misunderstand about Libra. How this affects Libra in relationships. And what is Libra's untapped potential? Aww. You are the door to spirit, increasing powers and deepening connection to the spiritual realm, spiritual awakenings and new beginnings. So who you really are. I'm going to say full on that you're probably someone who's not had the easiest road, or there's been a lot of things in life that you've started to discover that just don't seem to line up with, what typical society says that you should do, or what should be going on, or how things are. It's such a kind of a beautiful card, right? Like it does indicate a connection with spirit and the divine, following your guides, being connected in that way. But I mean, spiritual awakenings and new beginnings are not easy. So even though this card looks so beautiful, it's probably, you've probably had a difficult road. There's things that you've come to understand, things that you become more aware of around you that are not always easy to accept, but it's kind of like really getting into the truth of things. Okay. And you do, for the obvious sake of things I want to say, those coming to my channel, I pick that up with you guys. I get a lot of ancestral energy coming through you guys, probably more so than any other sign when I do the readings. So I want to say, you do also have a lot of strong ancestral energy around you. How others perceive you. Community, connecting with like-minded people, networking and community are important. Okay, so people perceive that connecting with others is important to you, that networking is important to you, that being in the right community is important to you. People may also have a perception about you that centers around some type of community that you're associated with. Community. What do most people misunderstand about you? Financial constraints. What you need versus want. Watch your spending be thrift. So there's a misunderstanding about your financial constraints. That's interesting. Financial constraints. So it could be about finances. It could be something that constricts you. People don't understand, or they don't really know why, or they're incorrect about what they perceive about what a constriction is around you. Or if you do have a financial difficulty, or your finances are tied up in some way, people are incorrect. What are they, nosy people, huh? Okay. How does this affect you in relationships? Angel of strength, personal power and inner strength. Take greater control of your life. Interesting. So people perceive there's something here about this community, or I want to say too, that people think, if you're connected to something, let's say just a random idea. Well, I don't know the way I said that. No, it's a random example, but it's kind of hitting the nail on the head here with how this could be. Like, let's say you go to mom and dad's bake community once a week. Or I don't know why I'm thinking of baked goods. I don't know. You should start baking or eating more baked goods. This came up in someone else's reading. I don't know. Maybe some of you are baking stuff. That's odd. But anyways, yeah, just going and like baking with like-minded people. But it's like-minded around baking. So it's kind of funny because it's like, okay, people go, oh, I know Libra. Yeah, they go to that baking group every week. But you know what? Everyone in that baking group, they are, let me see. Let me pick something here that's, everyone in that baking group is I don't know. I'm trying to tread lightly here. I'm like, okay, I'm about to say this. I'm like, oh, good night. Oh, they're part of a nudist colony. Okay, how's that? That is like the most unpolitical thing that could come out. Okay, they're part of a nudist colony in this baking group. But you're not. But everyone's like, oh yeah, they're totally... Libra would totally be part of the nudist community, colony, or whatever that is. Actually, it's not one too far from where I live. That is so funny. But that's how I see that. Like how others perceive you basically kind of like how you're connected in some sort of community. But I don't want to say that this is necessarily accurate. The misunderstand, like how people perceive you. I want to say that how all of this, like who you really are and how you're perceived, the way that people misunderstand you, how this affects you in relationships is that you have to kind of be like really strong and persevere. So yeah, because there could be something quite significant about how you are misunderstood. I'm still really trying to figure out what that is. Okay, what is your most untapped potential here? Your broken heart. Oh, your broken heart is your untapped potential. Oh, Lord. So, yeah. Well, that's big. That just feels like, is there a level of healing here that hasn't been tapped into? Or is there something here about your broken heart that serves as some sort of potential for you? Right? Like, let's not try to patch this up because well, I'm just looking at here. It is time for deep healing, which yes, maybe there's some type of deep healing here that you haven't been able to access. Maybe it's something beyond yourself. Maybe it's some sort of divine intervention or divine plan for you. But I kind of feel like here, there could be something around your actual broken heart. What has broken your heart in life? What potential can you get out of that? That's really interesting. Isn't this an interesting reading? You know, here's the funny thing too. People might think that your finances are really tight and they're not as well. That's the other thing. I don't know why. What the fuck? I'm just looking at that and thinking it's anybody's business. Okay. Victories at the bottom. You're all about success, achievement, outward or internal personal achievements. Sounds good. Sounds good. Okay, this is interesting. Do I want to? Yeah, I do. Okay, right. Bear with me. I'm new with this deck. I just did it briefly on myself, but I just did it with the Energy Oracle deck just to kind of test it out. But I think I want to incorporate the puppy dogs with it. Oh, you want me to put your chair where you... Here, Larry. There, I'll put your chair there. There, you watch the birdies. There you go. There you go. That's a good boy, Larry. Okay, he wants his chair. It's his little chair. Okay. Be positive. Who you truly are. Be positive. That's interesting. Maybe some of you the same blood type. I'm B positive, so I always think, okay, you have to be positive. That's your blood type. Maybe. I don't know why I said that. That's funny. So anyways, spiritual awakenings and new beginnings, to be positive. But what did I say? Like, these can be really difficult. These can be really difficult. So you're probably seeing like there's potential here. When things break down, when you start to perceive things more accurately or correctly in terms of, how you're kind of designed to perhaps see things, it's to see the positive. I want to say you're somebody who tries to, the glass is half full and not half empty. Just like that. Okay. So how others perceive you, community, determination. You're determined. Are you determined to really connect with the right people? I don't know. Maybe it's a misconception I have. I don't know every Libra on the planet, but the few Librans that I've had as friends, even like, some of my girlfriends, their spouses, they definitely, like, community is important, and having this balance in that. And when I say community, it could be like, it could be your neighbors, it could be your kids, it could be your parents, it could be your colleagues, like, like that's your community. So you have a determination here too. I want to say to really connect with the right people, or this is how you're perceived. I'm not funny, I always say that, because I kind of perceive my Libra friends as that. It's not to say it's incorrect. You're determined to connect with the people that are like-minded with you. What most people don't misunderstand about you, your financial constraints. Oh God, look at this. You could be poor as shit and you're happier than a pig in mud. Or maybe they think you're happy about your financial constraints. It's funny. Okay, like, right? This is the first time doing these readings. You got, you're the experiment here. You're the guinea pig, Libra. No, I don't think you're happy about your financial constraints, to be honest, because that's the misunderstanding. That you like to be financially constrained. Isn't that an odd thing? So maybe you come off as a very free spirit here. You must come off as a very free spirit. And you probably also come off as somebody who can really like make do with maybe even very little at times. You really, yeah. Oh, that's interesting. I want to say there's a real sense of survivalist in you, perhaps too, with how this is coming through. Yeah, because people do think that, if finances are tight for you, if you're not swimming in financial abundance, that you're happy. You're happy with that. Okay, well, but you are. See, this is the thing, who you really are. You are be positive. Be positive. Things will get better. Things are going to be good. And so, even if you have doubt, but okay, so what is this? This. People think you're happy with, the constraints and obstacles that you deal with. And some of that might be financial. So I want to say this too. Okay. If this has to do with work in any way, like if this could be, because how you're perceived and who you truly are, I could be tapping into one area of your life, right? If this has something to do with work and your boss thinks you're really happy making the amount of money that you are and you're not, you fucking say something. Just say, because if this is the thing that's like really got you, I wish I had more. Just speak up. I wish I felt more valued. Then yeah, that's the untapped potential. You get in there and you say something. I don't know, it doesn't always make a difference, but so. Okay, how does this affect you in your personal relationships? Angel of Strength, rest. How's all this? I think you're just taking a break. Maybe you're taking a break from people. There's kind of the sense of you needing to be the one that carries. Rest, personal strength. I think people rest into you because of your personal strength. This is how it affects you in relationships. You might even need a rest from always having to be the strong one, always having to be the courageous one. Because that kind of shows up on the table here with who you are. Door to Spirit, be positive. These changes, and be positive. It's all going to be good. And then, you know, we don't have much, but we're happy. What's your untapped potential? Your untapped potential is your broken heart. Forgiveness. Forgiveness. Oh my gosh. Forgiveness. So how you got the broken heart here? There's some level of forgiveness here that could be holding you back. Either accepting or giving. Family. Pride. Direction. Those are a huge underlying of emotions. Okay, curiosity. Innocence. All right. And then worry. And then wonder. And then teamwork, which to me, I connect with the community. Direction, pride family. Pride family, that's really interesting. I wonder if some of you are part of the pride community, but having pride in your family. You're curious and innocent. I feel like people, or you worry about someone who is curious and innocent. Or you're curious and innocent and people worry about you. Because curious and innocent. Innocent is kind of like a sense of inexperience, right? Curiosity killed the cat. It's just steering that, you know. Like people worrying about you being curious about paths that you have no idea about. And then they wonder how you're doing? So interesting. Teamwork direction. Getting you in the teamwork direction. Pride of family, victory. That's a really interesting energy. We need tarot. I know, Larry. It's cold and it's snowy. Wow, who you really are, the star. You're like, okay, so here's the thing. You're kind of showing up as a positive blessing. Whether people recognize this, I don't know. But, yeah. You just look like you're positive. You know, even when you don't have much, you're happy. But they misunderstand it. How others perceive you. Community determination. Justice. Look, there you are. You were determined. I really feel like, I don't know who you are. Like maybe you're an advocate. Maybe you're a lawyer. Maybe you're a mediator. Sorry. I was painting the ceiling last night. My neck is kind of tight. You are bringing... People perceive you as someone who is determined to bring balance in the communities around you. Yeah. This is reminding me, I think she's a Libra. It's one of the, not to say it's just her, but yeah, she comments quite often. Lana Scott? I think her name is Lana Scott. And I think she's a Libra, and at least she pops into the Libra readings quite often. It kind of, because I always get this sense of determination, like she wants to help others, and it's a very Libra quality. But there's kind of like that sense here of, yeah, wanting to connect with like-minded people. And maybe there's some sort of level here. Like when you think of like-minded people, so people perceive you as that. Want to connect with people that perhaps have had similar experiences that you have had. Determined to bring justice to these communities. A bit of an avenger energy that people perceive here. Now, what most people misunderstand about you, you're happy being poor. The Page of Cups. Now, it's kind of funny because the Page of Cups to me is sort of like the olive branch. It can be the card of forgiveness, of reaching out. And what's your untapped potential? Something to do with forgiveness. Yeah, okay. How this affects you in your relationships? Strength, rest. I didn't want to say rest. I feel like too there's a sense of having to be strong so often, like just needing to rest. The Page of Swords is kind of going into an observation, a learning. I think you're learning too, through observation, about those around you that do show up strongly and those around you that don't have much to give. Now, maybe somebody doesn't have much to give because they're going through something huge in their personal life. Like if this is looking at a community-based project or work or something like that. But like if there's an observation of that, like I'm not saying that, you know, people should always have something to give 100% of the time. It's just kind of showing up like that, how this affects you in relationships. I do want to say too that people may be noticing that you're taking a break from relationships to like kind of redevelop your own strength. And what is this untapped potential? Broken heart, forgiveness. The Page of Wands. There's something left unsaid. There's something left unsaid in your life. Something left unsaid in your life. I wonder, there could be someone maybe that you've forgiven that has broken your heart, and maybe you need to let them know. Or maybe there's someone's forgiveness here that you need to receive. I don't know. But it's all right there. It's pretty big. The Six of Wands. Well, isn't that funny? That's kind of like the Victorious card, and you have it here. Victory, family victory. I want to go deeper. Just a little bit deeper with the teeny tiny tarot. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Do you like this reading? You put. It's still kind of in its developmental stages. So if there's any other questions that you think would be good to add to it, but don't make it too complicated, Joe. I'll decide if I add them or not. But you can. Okay. We really are. Door to Spirit, be positive. The Star. This is truly, I want to say, believing that you are guided, that you're being guided, that, yeah. The Death card. Wow. There's honestly here a lot of sense of being positive about what the universe has in store for you. Because all the tarot cards that have come out are major arcana. So it has a feeling, right, with Door to Spirit, definitely has a feeling of where the universe takes you is where you shall go, and that is where you're meant to go here. And you're positive about that. I really honestly want to say there's really honestly something here that people like, well, who you really are. Yeah, I mean, it's really deep down, you're really positive. Even when there's things that are difficult, you try to find the meaning in it. There's a meaning. There's a meaning to this life. There's a meaning to these things. All right? Okay. How others perceive you is definitely someone who's determined to bring some sort of, I don't know, be an advocate in a community, get the right people together here, bring justice around them. Community, determination, justice. The Two of Wands. Yeah, like something that you're projecting in the future or something that you're hoping for. Okay, the way people are perceiving this, I want to say there's got to be something that you're doing that is kind of like, right, like it's feeding into that idea. So however that shows up, the Two of Wands, like you're always I feel like tomorrow will be better. Tomorrow will be, because Two of Wands, kind of like tomorrow, looking beyond where you are now. And some of you too could be without community. You know, and people that know you kind of know, no, I know Libra, they're trying to structure, organize their life, take accountability in a way that they can really connect with the type of people that they haven't been able to connect with. They're determined to do that. And now, it's so interesting what most people misunderstand about you. Now, the Page of Cups is the forgiveness, but you're happy with the financial. Okay, I'm going to look at each one of this. Financial constraints. People misunderstand the Strength card. That's coming over here. How this affects your relationships. Okay, there's something here that people misunderstand about you that does definitely affect you in relationships. It has to do with constraint, either how you hold yourself back. Like, I look at this card, I've just done enough readings over time. I know, about 3,000 now. That's a lot of readings. I should probably be better at this. But, oh well. This card to me, it can definitely have something to do with finances. It shows up, I want to say, in at least 3 significant ways. It can be something that constrains you, that doesn't necessarily have to do with finances, but it could have to do with your creativity or just physical things in your life. Okay, it's a constraint. There can be like obvious financial constraint here. There's something going on, you don't have enough money to do it. Having difficulty getting enough money in the cupboard. Or there could be something here that you can't do because it could affect your finances, so you're constrained about it. So I don't know. Those are kind of the ways that I get that coming in. And constraint. The strength card is definitely right. Like, it's showing up there, I want to say, is some type of self-control. Happiness. Are you happy with this? Justice and the 4 of Pentacles. But you see, it's a misunderstanding. You're not happy about this. Maybe there's something going on in your workplace even. Or I don't know. There's something going on here. Could it have with... How are you constrained? You know, you could be someone who wants to start a union. Like, even looking at these cards like that, you could be like seeing this and going, you know what? We're all in the same boat here. We're all getting screwed. Our boss thinks we're happy not making enough money. Yeah, maybe you work for Elon Musk. Huh? Oh, fucker. Okay. Anyways, Page of Cups. Oh, fuckers. Page of Cups. The 8 of Cups. That you walk away. I know this is interesting because this page is the forgiveness card. And the 8 of Cups is walking away from it. What is going on here with you? No, because people think, or what they misunderstand. Okay, let me say this. People misunderstand you in that they think that you're happy holding back balance, not serving karma, not participating in forgiveness. They think you're cool with that. They think you're fine. Or they think it's something. Okay, no. Because you have this justice card coming over here. Like, people perceive you as that, as just, as fair. Definitely as fair. If you have to hold back some type of fairness, if you have to hold back some type of fairness, some type of even reciprocation, I don't know what it's just all this closed off, constrained, walking away energy. People think you're cool with it, but you're not. But even if it's something that you know you're going to do in the future, like, so if people think that there's something that you want to do in the future to make something right, to make a wrong right, or you have to wait until the future to do it. People think you're cool just waiting. You're not. So I don't want to say so you're not happy waiting. Okay, so we get that figured out. How does this affect you in relationships? We have this Angel of Strength. The 9 of Wands. Well, I think you gotta, rest. This is something that you've been battling for so long. Being strong for so long. Rest. Oh, the 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, okay. You're taking a break from, because the 3 of Pentacles to me is 100% this community card. Like-minded people building and doing stuff. I don't know. They seem like a little bit of a flirtatious group. Come hither, but the artwork is not always portrayed in the story. So, the 3 of Pentacles and rest. Taking a break. Just watching. Okay. Building up your inner strength. You need to rebuild your inner strength. Maybe people tire you out. Swords. The Two of Pentacles. I don't know. I think you're watching other people balance and manage. Or you're watching the way to find balance in your life. To have infinite balance here. This is you trying to figure that out, right? In relationships. Your untapped potential is really interesting. Broken heart. Wow, the Five of Cups. Disappointment, sorrow, mild depression, loss, grief, forgiveness. The Seven of Cups. Yeah, what is this? Like somebody is, I don't know. Do you forgive someone? Does someone forgive you? There's something here that's, I want to say with the Page of Wands, it's kind of left unsaid. The Page of Wands. The Empress, the Magician, the Temperance card. You're waiting to do something here. Or you're waiting on something. I don't know. It's big. Like, it's big. And it's, again, like, it feels like who you really are. I'm going to say it's someone who probably at times in your life, you don't necessarily have a lot of control over. Like, divine timing is kind of like the theme of your life, perhaps. Divine timing is the theme of your life. And manifesting. Now, some of you, there may be someone who's departed, like someone who's passed on. And there's been something left unsaid between you and this person, right? And it kind of has that feeling that, because this is like a double grief. It's not going to be for everybody, but there's somebody here where I feel like someone has passed on. It could be a mother with the Empress. It could be a partner, mother, father, someone very nurturing. I feel like there's something left unsaid between you and this person. So you can actually have communication and communion with people that have passed. You can talk with them. And yeah, you can talk with them if there's something that you feel has been left unsaid. There never is anything left unsaid. It's never too late to say anything. I'm saying that. So maybe, I don't know, maybe that gives you some type of reassurance. It's never too late to say something. There's some sort of forgiveness here. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. You know, maybe you didn't appreciate a parent when they were there, or maybe, and you never got a chance to tell them, or it could even be kind of like a reversal here where you had a parent who was quite negligent or neglect, and this person has passed on and you never really got to tell them how they hurt you. I don't know. There's something here in your heart that is, yeah, it's untapped. You're waiting to manifest this, though. So because of that, I kind of feel like it's not necessarily someone who's passed. I don't know. Really interesting. Karma at the bottom. Judgment. Whoa. New beginnings. I'm going to go do the extended. Okay. In the extended. Right, so in the extended, I'm going to use the Moonology deck. I'm going to see what cycle you were exiting and what cycle you were about to enter. And then we're going to ask, how can you best tap into this untapped potential? So I'm going to tell. Right? Well, some of you is just waiting. So, I don't know. Thank you so much, Libra. Until next time, be gentle with yourself. Bye.